What's happening, guys? Am I wearing a Batman robe? Yes, I am wearing a Batman robe. And why am I wearing a Batman robe? Because when you shop online and you're kind of buzzed and you see something like this half off, you buy it. That's right. You buy it. What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here. Welcome to the Sunday morning box office report, which of course it's not morning anymore because I struggle getting out of bed sometimes. If you're new to my Sunday morning box office video, basically I give you the top 5 domestic earnings. First link down below if you want to check out the top 10, and then of course we'll talk a little bit about international earnings because I believe a big movie came about. So let's pull out my little cheat sheet. That's right, I have pockets now. I love this robe. So here we go, guys. Coming in at number 5, we have Keanu in its second week, and it made $3 million over the weekend, bringing that grand total to $15.1 million, which it surpassed its budget, but of course you got marketing and stuff like that, so it hasn't made a profit quite yet, but I think it'll get there. I think it's going to be one of those cult classic kind of movies. A lot of people are going to find it out later. Coming in at number 4, The Huntsman Winter's War, and it made $3.6 million over the weekend, bringing that big grand total to $40.4 million. Yeah, $115 million budget. Ouch. Coming in at number 3, and it seemed like more people watched it this weekend because, well, it is Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day, and it made $9 million over the weekend, and actually didn't drop at all. It gained 7%. That's why I didn't understand why they released it last week when it's like, probably would have had more of an impact this weekend, but hey, you know, whatever. So that grand total is now up to $20.7 million. Coming in number 2 in its 4th week, we got The Jungle Book, and it made $21.9 million. 4th week. That is just nuts. And that grand total has been jacked up to $285 million. Wow. That movie just keeps on going, and it should, because it was one of the best movies that's been released this year, for sure. And then, of course, coming in at number 1 is Captain America Civil War, and it made $181.8 million over the weekend, and that international total, I believe, is like 600 and something. I should have that up, but I don't, but you can find it on the site, because I forgot to pull that number up, because I'm lazy. Whatever. That's quite a number, and a lot of people are projecting that it was going to make over $200 million in the States, but for some reason they released it all around the world a week before, and that's just not smart. And here's why. Bootlegs! Bootlegs. I had people hit me up on Twitter saying that Civil War was online on like Tuesday. You see, that's just not smart. And I checked out the bootleg just to see how good of quality it was, and it wasn't that bad. I had a friend of mine who watched it twice on bootleg, so he's not going to go pay for a ticket now. That just shows you right there. In the age of ripping things off, you know, in the age of the internet, technology, and bootlegs and stuff like that, do not release a big movie overseas a week ahead. Not even a day ahead. And that's what kind of probably killed it a little bit. I guarantee you, if they released it the same time, or they released it in the States first, they would have had a bigger box office weekend. It probably would have exceeded 200 mil. Or came a little closer. I'm just saying. But anyways, it's blowing up the box office everywhere. Like I said, I don't know the exact number, but I read it was like internationally now it's like at 600 million. It's climbing up there in just 2 weeks like that. Not bad at all, guys. So let me know what you saw this weekend down below in the balls area. Let me know what you thought about it. If you missed my Captain America Civil War review, it's on my channel. I'm going to do a spoiler review sometime this week. And I think 2 goofy superheroes are also going to review that movie. That should be interesting. All right, guys, I'm Dave the Film Junkie, and this has been the Sunday morning box office. I never want to take this thing off, guys. Talk to you later. And thank you for watching, you beautiful people. You go ahead and hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos.